Well, you guys wanted to see what it looks like in the daylight. I got to plastic dip the rims. I like them. The caps are in the garage. I got to get one more of the caps. So I'm going to go online and look for the caps. The ride, because it has such a wide sidewall, when you go to, if you take the wheel and shake it back and forth, it's a little floaty. It's got a lot of sidewall that it has to pull against versus the smaller sidewall from the factory stuff. And it makes the truck about 2 to 3 mile an hour off. At first, I didn't think it was off when I first went out, because at about 40, 45 mile an hour, the GPS says I'm doing exactly my speed limit, but once I get up to about 65, 70, it says I'm doing a couple mile an hour over. You'd think it wouldn't be that way, but it is. And these are called Americus Rugged MT 10-ply tires. I think these are 285 70/17s. And they're equivalent to, like, I think they say 33s. All the other tires in their class were about 225, 250 a piece. These were, I think, 170 a piece. A little bit of noise, not terrible though. Actually, pretty quiet for how aggressive the tread design is. So not too bad at all, actually. It's got the 4.2-inch screen. One of the subscribers hooked me up. I purchased this from him. It's got the bigger screen in the center than the one that's in the truck. So this shall be going in soon. Here's your slow-mo, slow-speed driving. You don't really get any kind of noise until you get to about 20 mile an hour. Right here, you start hearing just a real faint little bit of noise, but not very much. Just very, 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 very faint. There's 30, you pick it up a little bit more, and it never really gets any louder than this right here. You hear them, they're there. They sing a little, but they're not extremely loud. It's a very soft noise. This is at about 55, 60 mile an hour in traffic. And they sing a little bit. They're not terrible though. You can still have a conversation. You can put on the radio and you don't hear it, even if the radio is a little lower. You can hear the tires though. I mean, they're not quiet. But a lot of you, oh my God, it's going to be so loud. It's going to be so loud. Those Chinese tires, they're going to be so loud. Bah, humbug. And it's going to ride like crap and everything. It rides absolutely beautiful. And it is not too loud. It's what you would expect out of an aggressive MT tire, especially with the tread pattern that it has, except it's softer. It's a softer version of that. So, try again, haters. Try again. And then what we're going to do is we are going to treat the exterior handles and stuff tonight with the Mother's ceramic trim rejuvenator. It's like $16 a can for this stuff. So that'll be next. And I'm going to install the instrument cluster tonight. I don't know when I'll get around to installing the leveling kit. I got to make time for it, and right now I'm not in the mood for it. I'm not in the mood. Got to be in the mood for it, right? But I need to get this truck out to my shop, and I need to get the other two cars put away or out to my shop. The town car, I think I'll probably drive the town car for the rest of the winter. I'm not sure what I'm going to drive for the rest of the winter. once I'm done doing all the upgrades and stuff to this, then I won't drive this anymore, and this will go to the old lady, which I'm pretty much there. I'm done. I want to fix it. I want to see if I can fix the speedometer a little bit more, because when you're doing 60, you're actually doing like 63. I GPS'd it, and also install the new cluster and get the trim rejuvenated on the outside. And I also want to replace this door lock on this driver door. It's kind of lazy. I still think it has the door lock recall extension thing available. What the hell are these people doing in front of me? I just got the camera like off to the side of my face, and I don't really look at the camera when I'm driving. I just put my hands still and I just focus on the road. These people in front of me here are like kissing each other and touching each other while they're driving, and the car is like swerving all over the place. Go. And now they're poking at each other. The guy's putting his hand up like he's trying to block her from doing stuff or whatever. Look at this. Freaking idiots, man. Anyway. Yep, that's the plan for the truck. Get the new cluster installed, get the trim treated, get the speedometer fixed, and then get the door lock changed out on the driver door. I think it's, like I said, I think it still has the extension, so I'll just do it under warranty. Pay to work on my own truck. And then, yeah, then I'll just be driving the town car for the rest of the winter. I'm thinking about getting another set of Blizzaks for it, because I have been running those Blizzaks, I think, for 2 years now. All year round. I never took them off during the winter. So they're down to about 50% tread. Let's go see, probably Harry Potter. Oh my god, yeah. Not Harry Potter, but hipster guy. Shaggy. Looked like dude hasn't showered in forever. Anyhow, we're gonna finish getting our booties to work and get to work with what little bit we can do with a. They told me yesterday, they said I have a thinned out ACL, a meniscus that looks like it has disruption around it, inflammation of the joint, arthritis, and a fluid pocket buildup behind the kneecap, and inflamed patella tendon to go back to work. They're barely going to give me any restrictions at all. And the lady was freaking super rude to me when she came into the room, and I was like, well, my job, it consists of me having to lean up against the front of vehicles, which puts a lot of pressure on the front of my legs when I'm working in engine bays, and when I'm working from underneath, I'm having to stand on stuff and twist weird, and it really does aggravate the hell out of my knee. The first like hour, my knee starts to get a little sore. By an hour, it's only by like the second hour of working, it's really starting to swell up pretty good and get irritated, and I gotta like slow down and pace myself. And yesterday I was working inside a Ford Explorer, climbing around on the seats and stuff, kneeling down on the seats, and that shit hurt. I shouldn't have been doing that. The problem is, I get jobs where no matter what, I'm gonna be doing stuff like that. How do you get around it? You're gonna hurt yourself. Doing our job, doing a mechanic's job, especially at a dealership where it's all about volume. It's kind of hard to take care of yourself and not hurt your knee worse while you're doing this type of job. So I'm gonna get another opinion. I'm gonna actually take my medical card myself, and when they ask me if it was work related, absolutely. And I'm gonna go to my own doctor and get it checked out by my own doctor, because this immediate care facility that's all set up through employers, it's absolute trash. They are not the people themselves, they're good workers, but the doctors, some of the doctors and how they do things, especially that lady yesterday, she was a complete asshole to me. Colleen or whatever, from the Physicians Immediate Care in Algonquin. I've seen you before, I've worked on you before. I said, yeah, you have. You cut a piece of metal out of my eye. What does that have to do with anything? You know, and then she wants to come in there, well, your restrictions are based upon your MRI. I don't care what your MRI and what you are by the book doing. I'm telling you what's aggravating me when I'm working, and you need to put that down as my restrictions. No, that's not how it works. I'll put down what I put down based on what I see on the MRI. No, I'm telling you what aggravates me when I'm at work. Put down what aggravates me when I'm at work. These types of movements and things, so it's covered. No, I'll put it down when I feel based on the MRI and what I'm seeing. All right, be that way. The nurse comes in, I'm talking to the nurse, and I was like, why is she such an asshole? And the nurse was like, nobody likes her. She's an asshole to everybody. Nobody likes her. So maybe come back when one of the male doctors are here that are pretty sensible. They're a little bit younger than her, and they understand a little bit more about, ligaments and tendons and joints and stuff. She's just old and outdated and grumpy, and she didn't say exactly that. Well, through me talking to her and her being very nice, trying to watch what she says about her, that's what I gathered, was she's just old and outdated. She's grumpy and just ready to retire. She needs to retire. She's a shit doctor. But anyhow, stay updated with the truck and my knee. So we'll have some stuff tonight that I'll release tomorrow about what's done to the truck. Y'all be blessed. Love y'all. Take care. Have a great day.